So, ich habe ja gesagt, ich komme noch mal wieder und noch mal jetzt ein frohes neues Jahr. Ich hoffe, ihr seid gut reingekommen und ich hoffe, ihr bleibt, ne? Und dann würde ich sagen, dieses Jahr bleibt gesund, ne? Mal tut nicht das, was ich auch tun würde. Ja, wie gesagt, wenn es ein bisschen beruhigt ist, wenn sich die Ballerei ein bisschen beruhigt hat, dann komme ich definitiv noch mal wieder. So, wie lange weiß ich nicht. Es wird auch definitiv mindestens noch 3 Stunden, weil mindestens 3 Stunden mache ich ja immer. Außer wenn es die dementsprechende Streams sonntags vormittags ist. Wir fahren halt ein bisschen vom Sonntag vormittags fahren ein bisschen kürzer aus. Ja. So, geht sofort los. Mein Kippchen ist. Na, ich sag mal kurz meinen Kollegen Bescheid. Der hat gerade gefragt, was los. Norman, ich bin wieder live. Das war mein Reset vom Router, der normal immer standardmäßig zwischen 1 und 2 kommt. Ich bin auch wieder live. Der scheiß Reset vom Router. So, jetzt geht's aber rund hier.
Off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
Still confessed. Straight through the red light. Said you never saw.
Wo geht's denn hier raus? Oh, falsch. Oh, Kollege ist schon im Auto. Ja, nochmal, das war der Reset vom Router, der immer standardmäßig kommt.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes conviction.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
Schwimmt ganz schön die
I'll give him
Karre.
something better.
Ja, ich denke mal, das ist da vorne, ne?
Are you blind?
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Mal diese. Ja, schauen wir uns erstmal die Leichen. Junge, geh mal auf den Weg.
You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
I landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Alles klar. Fuck you. 16.000.
Patterson
Lebensversicherung.
has life insurance.
Jo, euch auch alle Fuß Neues. Führerschein Lassie. Weiß mit die Frau Augenbraune. Verheiratet.
We can notify next of kin.
Ja, wenn wir sagen, haben wir eine Witwe jetzt hier am Start, ne? Dollars. Sieht aus wie die andere Hand, ne? Scheint ganz schön jung gestorben zu sein. Ganz junger.
What have you got on the video?
The mall reports he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Guck mal, das gleiche Café. Wünsch dir ein...
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Ja, ja, grüß dich. Ja, frohes Neues, ne? Der wurde aber ganz schön geschliffen.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Affenzahn, ja, da muss echt einen Affenzahn gehabt haben. Und gut reingefallen. Ja, ja, geschmeidig, ne? Ganz geschmeidig. Zur Punktzeit mir ein Weinchen getrunken. Davor ein Bierchen, jetzt trinke ich noch ein Bierchen, also alles hier locker flockig, ganz gut reingekommen. Und selbst?
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Könnte gebremst haben, ja, so wie das aussieht. Oder Vollgas abgezischt.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Ja, das gleiche außer Bierchen. Bierchen muss, ne?
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Das war gut.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Also wie die aussieht, kann sie auch, naja, Entschuldigung, jetzt die zweideutige Denkweise, ja, aber die könnte glatt das Ding quer nehmen, no? Na ja, ich trinke seit 8 Jahren kein Alkohol mehr. Ja, okay. Muss man ja auch nicht, ne? Also ich sag mal so, ich trinke ja auch nicht mehr so viel, ne? Also wenn überhaupt besoffen bin, das ist einmal im Jahr. Wenn überhaupt.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Und sonst so hauptsächlich beim Fußball ganz gemütlich 1, 2 Bierchen und das war's auch.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Ich bleib mal bei guter Kopf.
Go on.
Then a third person, another man, got involved.
Thank you, Mr. Barry.
Da hätte
Your
ich doch
information
gleich
has
die
been very
Bilder
helpful.
nehmen sollen.
You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Aber die kann natürlich echt quer nehmen, wa? Bei dem Mund, ey.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Ja, fragen wir mal den Barkeeper hier, ja? Da guck mal hier, Zeitung.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Kneipe, ja. Also, ich würde sagen, ja, viel los, kann viel los sein, aber wenn man sich jetzt so umschaut, ist ja nicht so viel los, ne? Ich mach mal böse.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Yo.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Stimmt.
Why do I get the feeling you're holding out on me?
I'm not trying to hide anything. Just if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not speak ill of the dead.
Okay, okay. Streit in der Bar mitgehört.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Der grinst so komisch, ne? Der kommt mir irgendwie so Haiti-Teil rüber. Also nichts gegen. Ich habe selbst 2 Kollegen.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy
Sabo, the owner.
Gemeinsam.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Ich weiß nicht, ob der eine auf Haiti-Tai ist oder ob der irgendwas verbirgt.
You must have heard something.
Leroy plays his cards close to his chest.
Stalling just makes us more inquisitive, Lynch. We'll get to the bottom of this, with or without you. That guy has a serious attitude problem. You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Ladies, Gentlemen, Telefon benutzen. Ja, nimm mal das Telefon.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Ai.
So this is
illegale Glücksspiele, ja. Was haben wir denn hier alles? Das ist Café, das ist wahrscheinlich genau nebenan. Halt! Ein Hinweis übersehen. Ne, 2.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Was haben wir denn hier?
Help me out.
We've got to track down that Lincoln, Phelps. We find the car, and then we nail the driver.
Muss irgendwas noch sein.
I'm at a loss.
We've got to track down that Lincoln, Phelps. We find the car, and then we nail the driver.
Ich komme da mal nicht dran.
A knife covered in blood.
Okay.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone
Das
could
wird
have
wohl
run away.
jetzt gewesen sein.
In any case, we'll want tech services to
Jawohl.
scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Aber der hat mir gesagt, dass 2 noch übrig sind. Ne, ich sehe jetzt keins mehr.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
All units, shots fired, officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Aber ich muss sagen, bis jetzt gefällt mir das Spiel echt gut eigentlich. Sehr gewöhnungsbedürftig finde ich eigentlich, dass ja so abwechslungsreich ist, ne? So Schießerei und dann nicht Schießerei, Ermittlung. Aber es gefällt mir, es gefällt mir.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Oh. Mit dir trinke ich noch mehr wie einen Kaffee.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Yep.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Oh, ja. Grund des Streits.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Ich würde sagen, echt böser Kopf.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Partnerschaft.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Die kommt mir ganz schön in den böser Kopf.
Sabo has no money. This place can't be worth much. Where is the money coming from?
My father left me this house and some money. Lester took out a second mortgage. I held on to the money and kept my mouth shut. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
Okay,
sure we
da
will,
hätte ich doch den
officer.
guten nehmen sollen.
Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Könnt ihr uns ja mal treffen, wenn du alleine bist.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks.
Gleich um die Ecke, ne? Das ist das angebumste Auto anscheinend. Ja, guck mal, was wir hier haben. Da würde ich doch gleich nur noch böse Kopf nehmen. Ach, guck mal, was macht er da? Hat den Koffer gepackt.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Welcher freundlich, der steckt in
That
seinen
coward
Koffer.
thinks he can run from everything.
Das ist aber nicht so freundlich. Ja, ich musste gleich gegen die Laterne fahren. Nein!
God damn it! So much for our hit and run case.
Fuck! Entschuldigung. Ah, verdammt! Schade finde ich, dass man das nicht irgendwie überspringen kann.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Give it up, LAPD! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Ja. Da ging er gleich beim zweiten, mindestens beim zweiten Versuch gut.
Officer needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2. Identify. 9-190.
Ab ins Leichenschloss. Stimmt nicht.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Sorry, Phelps, do you mind if I get on with this?
Okay. Da würde ich sagen, war es die Missy. Oder der Typ.
Officer needs help.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
It's too late,
Ja,
Sabo.
klar.
Holy Toledo! Is that a backfire?
Im wahren Leben würde ich das nicht so machen, aufgrund, weil ich mal Soldat war.
Now, are we gonna make a bargain or what?
Put the weapon down now.
You have it your way.
Leck mich am Arsch. Nein, nein, lieber nicht. Ne, echt jetzt?
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
Das kann man nicht überspringen, ne?
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you
Leroy,
had all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
War das jetzt gut? Weil ich muss mal dringend pipi.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Ich bin mal ganz schnell auf Toilette, ja? Bin sofort wieder da.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Ah, guck mal. Gefundene Hinweise 9 von 9. Okay, mit Hilfe. Fragen richtig. 6 von 10. Über die Hälfte. Eigentlich ganz gut, oder?
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
You have your assignment, detective. Best be about it.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
I said we bust in there and find the goddamn thing. You know, we might get there quicker if you use the siren.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Well, Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having her dead strewn all over the front pages.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Car 11K to KGPL. Suspect in custody requires transport back to Central Station. Requesting a patrol unit.
Out of the car now!
Why did you run from us?
Besser.
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You expect us to believe you.
Is that so much to ask?
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
He drew up a special deal for you, didn't he, Harrison? Give it up. Where did the car come from?
I already told you. This is outrageous. I'll be making an official complaint.
You could make this easy on yourself.
Genau umgekehrt die letzten.
How? I haven't done anything wrong, and you know it.
Sure, don't stop now, pal. Keeping stum just makes us like you more for this.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Also ganz ehrlich, ne? Ich muss den einen Daniel ja echt zustimmen, ne? Also das ist gut.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut
besser wie
kid.
GTA irgendwie.
Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
Ich hab's ja alle gespielt, ne? Also von 1 bis 5 und alles, was dazwischen war. Jeden Teil. Von Anfang bis Ende durchgezockt. Ich finde das echt besser. Achso, der Hardware
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember right.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Schön Vogel, Alter.
I look for the ideal customer, son, and you ain't halfway dumb enough. Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue. Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Das mich, ich mach das mal einmal, mach ich das mal. Guter Kopf.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Okay.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
So with the banks closed over the weekend,
I might be able to stop payment.
Okay.
this was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Der erinnert mich irgendwie, der hat irgendwie so eine, der sieht irgendwie aus wie ein gewisser Schauspieler. Ich komme nur nicht auf den Namen wieder aus.
What can you tell us about Archer?
Somewhat on the simple side. In a big hurry, too.
We get awful attentive to people who obstruct LAPD investigations. Did you double check all the paperwork? Who's it made out to? Hey, hey, hey! What the hell are you doing?
Hand grenade and a barrel of oatmeal.
I like your thinking, Phelps.
Wollen wir nur
Call
mal
it
Probe
evidence.
sitzen?
The
Man
guy's
darf doch
an
wohl...
asshole. Pick it up at the
Sieht gut
pound.
aus, ne? Aber keine Sorge, ich klau den schon nicht. Darf ja wohl mal Probe sitzen, oder?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
Sure I can't interest you in a nearly new car, son? I'm all but giving them away to servicemen and cops.
Ey, hier weiter. Warte mal. Geh doch mal an die Seite, Junge. Irgendwas ist hier anscheinend noch. Aber was? Was habe ich denn hier übersehen? Umdrehen. Was ist denn da noch?
He's a cop.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a marquee printing company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Thanks, man.
Jetzt sollte es doch gewesen sein, oder? Immer noch nicht. Okay. Geht trotzdem jetzt mal zum nächsten. Vielleicht kommt man da irgendwie danach irgendwie noch. Naja, komm.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Verspätener.
Empty. Should have known that Archer Broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Belasco guy has to say.
Any Century unit of 415, possible mental case at 7th and Flower. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Police.
Detectives, Belasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Cole, we've got things to do.
Ja, ist ja gut. Ich gehe ja schon.
Advice?
Let's get the interview started. If we do this right, who knows what Belasco might roll over on.
I want to make homicide. You know you've made it.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Let's get the interview started. If we do this right, who knows what Belasco might roll over on.
Hä?
You think the Vice boys get in
Crummy
on the
bastard.
side?
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. But the paperwork they provide is normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
Uh-huh.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Belasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Belasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Come on, Belasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate, Belasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall.
Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Wann sind die pingelig?
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
Ja, guck mal.
I'm not with him for the
LAPD.
conversation.
We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Jane.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made $0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
Ein Mädchen braucht gewisse Dinge. Ah ja. Sie haben gerufen. Ich kann diese gewissen Dinge erfüllen.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Kannst weiter besuchen. Frauenknast.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
His mother would be proud of him. Catching all
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball. Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here. Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Hier hat doch gerade was vibriert.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Ist der Kaut? James? Na, warte mal. Wer war der James, ne? Oder, mein Gott. Wie, boah, wie. glaube ich mal mehr. Foto. JB. JB könnte dieser James sowieso sein, oder? Ich finde den Namen aber, ich will keine Ahnung, aber bin ich doof? Richard. Schön. Yeah. James. ist nicht James. Oh. Ich sehe da keinen von den Namen drauf. Oder bin ich jetzt blind? Was waren das noch? Hinweise. Ort. Ich guck noch. Ja, warte mal, jetzt noch mal, warte mal. Jetzt verstehe ich irgendwie nicht, was das eigentlich machen soll. Geh ich mal erst noch dahin, mal gucken. Da wird mir nicht mal was angezeigt. Was ist denn das? Da.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 43070 State Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Look out! Jesus, Cole!
Continue to respond.
Oh!
Try making it to the next intersection without killing anybody. Can you do that for me?
Thanks for your trouble.
Verdammt. Mit dem Motor auf jeden Fall eine gute Kühlung jetzt.
Any ideas?
The lead on the pink slips might not have legs, Phelps, but we should give it a chance. Back to Marquis.
I look for the ideal customer, son, and you ain't halfway dumb enough.
Ja, aber hier ist nichts. Ma, Junge, warum stehst du eigentlich immer im Weg?
Shit!
Hey!
Christ alive! Why aren't you using the siren?
Most informative. Thank you.
Boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
I got some news.
7825, code 6.
Right.
Want another commendation?
Go bug someone else, huh?
Ich finde den Typ im Buch nicht. Okay, guck mal. Oh, ich gehe mal ganz raus. Das will ich ja gar nicht. Hört nichts. Ich hab die Namen irgendwie auch. Also das kann nicht an den Namen liegen, oder? Ich bin das. Gibt's doch nicht.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Legval. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Wieso? Oh.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, Mom. Look sharp, it's the cops.
Throw out the guns.
For a dead man. Let me see if I can put one between your eyes. Brave for a dead man.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Mister, come get me. Let's move forward.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air. You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead. Find some cover.
Let's see if I can't put one right between your eyes.
At the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot.
Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
You'll get nothing from me.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
A betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about Marquee Printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
For a car thief, he plunges big at the track.
Every dime he gets. Can't help himself.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Ich weiß nicht, ich werde langsam müde. Ich mache das nicht mal weiter, ja? Ich falle langsam die Augen zu. Ich würde sagen, ich mache hier mal Ende. Hat gerade gespeichert, das ist gut. So, ja, also die Konzentration lässt auch nach. Ja, war soweit gut. Also mir hat es gefallen bis jetzt. Noch ist kein Wow da, aber ich bin ja noch am Anfang. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, später. Ja, kommt nochmal Redemption 2. Ja, und dann schaue ich mal, ja. Dann gucke ich mal. Alle werden abends oder tags, irgendwann im Laufe des Tages oder irgendwie sowas, kommt dann Red Dead. Irgendwann kommt, also irgendwann im Laufe des Tages kommt auf jeden Fall das Pflicht. Erstmal der Hauptding und dann schauen wir mal. Ja, also wie gesagt, also es war soweit ganz gut. Es hat mir jetzt sehr viel Spaß gemacht und ja, schauen wir mal. Also, da würde ich sagen, mache ich hier erstmal Cut. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Danke, dass ihr da gewesen seid. Und dann würde ich sagen, bis später. Ich mache jetzt Ende. Schlaf gut. Ich hoffe, ihr seid gut reingekommen ins neue Jahr. Und dann schauen wir mal, ne? Ja, dann würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Gute Nacht. Ciao, ciao.